Hi there, my name is Peter and I'm going to walk you through some of the licensing options that we have for Dynamics Contact Center. If you want to get started with Microsoft Dynamics Contact Center, you basically have a few different options. We went to the Dynamics website and looked up the pricing. In this case, if you go down all the way to the different options and the different applications that Microsoft has to offer within the Dynamics suite, we see the Dynamics Contact Center and we see the Dynamics Customer Service. Those are your two options if you want to get started with all of the omnichannel capabilities. If you also want to do case management, you will pick the customer service one. If you want to do no case management or you want to integrate with another third-party CRM like Salesforce or ServiceNow or Zendesk, Contact Center is your pick. There's different pricing. If you go into the customer service one, you'll see that basically you got three options. One is the enterprise version, which just offers case management, and one is the customer service premium, which also gives you all of the omnichannel capabilities. If I go into the contact center one, let me go back to pricing and go to the contact center one. You'll see that you have a few different flavors. You got the everything in one, which comprises of all of the voice channels, but also all of the digital channels, like chat, like all of the social channels, etc. You can also just pick digital channels and voice, which obviously respectively gives you just the digital channels or just the voice channels. Mind that you cannot, as of now, you cannot use and mix up those different licenses. So when you have customer service, you will also have to buy customer service licenses. You cannot stack on contact center licenses. That might change in the future, but it is, as of yet, not the case just yet. If in this case you want to proceed with case management now or in the future, the better choice would be to go with customer service and add on the omnichannel capabilities because it is hard to upgrade from a contact center license to customer service licenses later on. To give you a little bit of an overview and to help you with this decision making, we actually made an omnichannel calculator that you can download from the link in the comments or from my own blog, and this will actually help you and guide you to the right choice. So in this case, I can say how many people do I need with case handling or without case handling. And as you can see, it updates all of the pricing on the right side and all of the calls and the minutes, etc. that you might need. It will give you a clear overview of all of the costs involved. And as you can see, if I do any addition of people that are using case handling, it already says, hey, I upgraded all of those other licenses to customer service premium because you can't mix them, right? So mind that if you go ahead. So with that, let's take a look at how we set this up and how we install it. For that, we go to the admin.powerplatform.microsoft.com website. The Power Platform Admin Center allows us to create new environments and to also install Omnichannel or Customer Service Plus voice capabilities. So let me create a new environment. Let's say this is my contact center. Let's call it CSAS demo. Let me go ahead and type that. Pick a region where you want to store your data. And obviously, this is very important because this is where all of your data that you're gathering from all of your customers is going to live, right? So compliance-wise, this matters. I'm going to pick Europe. Mind that this get new features early is not a thing that you want to do for production. This will give you all of the pre-releases, all of the things that Microsoft is building out and is doing an early release for, but you can't turn this off again. So mind if things are not working because they're early release and you're stuck, then you're stuck with this setting, right? So I will advise you not to do this on any production environment. Let's go to the type. In this case, I will pick the production one, right? So we got a few different types here. Developer is not counting in your capacity, really nice, but everyone has access. Trial, obviously, it's a trial. It will be removed after a number of days. Sandbox is what we use for acceptance testing and normal integration testing, etc. And production is the one that we obviously use for production. We do want to add a Dataverse store because we need to store that data somewhere. Let's click next. I can pick a language, I can pick a currency, and I can pick a security group. Obviously, when you want to do this in a real life environment, it is good to pick a security group to actually limit the access. For now, I'm just going to set it to open, meaning that everyone that is a user in my tenant, everyone that is a user in my environment will be able to access it as well. And then we come to the enable Dynamics 365 apps. In this case, I want to say yes. And then because I have those licenses available in my tenant, I have the option to install contact center or customer service, right? I got a few more options, but mind that I can pick both here. But in the next phase, if I do that, it will say you can't mix them up, right? So again, mind the choice that you're making. If you don't want to use case management or your case management is residing in another third-party CRM, pick the contact center one. That is the cheaper version. Or if you want to do case management and get all of the bells and whistles plus the omni-channel, start out with customer service, right? In this case, I will pick customer service. And then it will start out and prepare that demo environment. Or in this case, I'm calling it demo. It is a production environment. This takes about a minute or so, right? So just have a little bit of a wait, and then we can go ahead and add users to that environment because obviously we need to have access to it as well. There's a few special security roles that are tightly connected to the Dynamics Contact Center. So let's add users to this environment and give them the proper security roles. For that, we go to users. And in this case, I want to add a few users. I can, for example, add my agent 1 to this specific environment. And then I get to pick what roles this agent 1 user has in my environment. Now, as I said, there's a few different roles that are special roles specifically for the contact center part. So normally you want to have a few basic things like basic user. Perhaps if you have case management, you also want to enable the customer service representative, right? This is to handle those cases in customer service. There's a few roles like supervisor roles, etc. But let's scroll down a little bit until we get to the omni-channel roles. So omni-channel roles, these are really important. If you want to be able to connect to calls, to connect to chats, to do whatever of the omni-channel capabilities you want to add, you need to have one of these roles. So either omni-channel agent, omni-channel administrator, or omni-channel supervisor. Right? Those are the three roles. Yes, you can add more roles that have the same capabilities later on, but these are the three out-of-the-box roles that are important. Obviously, when you give someone administrator rights, they're able to set up all of the queues, set up all of the channels, etc. So that is what we're going to use to do the rest of the install. If you just want someone to add and pick up the phone, add to a queue and pick up the phone, the omnichannel agent is the one. The omnichannel supervisor is giving you access to all of the dashboarding and also some other capabilities that we will deep dive into a little bit later on. In this case, I'm just going to add it as an agent because my own user has that admin capability already. I'm going to save it. And with that, we've got our first user. We got our we got our customer service environment set up. And then for the next video, we'll dive in how to set up all of the channels on top of that.